We shall now talk about how do you print the individual digits of a given number. Suppose I have a number like say 2, 3 and 4. It should first print 4 followed by 3 and then it should print 2. So I am going to show you how you can write an algorithm to print the individual digits of a number from right to left. It is really simple. 234 is a number which belongs to the decimal or base 10 system. So what I can do is if I take the number, okay, 234 and I do a mod by 10. If I try to divide 234 by 10, what is the remainder? Remainder is 4. So I get the remainder 4, I can print it out. Now somehow I should lose this 4. So what I can do is I can say 234 divided by 10. Here I am talking about integer division. That means I am doing a division which does not keep what is after the decimal place. So when you try to divide 234 by 10, what is going to happen is only 23 is going to be your quotient. Since 23 is your quotient, you have gotten rid of 4. So when you do 23 by 10, the number now becomes equal to, 2034 by 10, the number now becomes 23. Now what you can do with this 23 is, again, if you take 23 and you do mod 10, 10 into 2 is 20, the remainder is 3. So you can print 3. Now to get rid of this 3, what I can do is I can say 23 divided by 10. When I divide 23 by 10, the quotient is 2. So automatically this 3 is taken care of. Now if I do 2 mod 10, the remainder is going to be 2 because 2 is not divisible by 10. So the remainder is the number itself. So any number which is lesser than the number which it has to be divided by, that itself happens to be the answer. So now the number is 2. Now again if I do 2 divided by 10, the quotient is going to be 0. So finally when the number reaches 0, I should stop breaking down the number into its individual parts. Let us first try to run through the logic based on what I have told you here. Once we take a number and run through it, you'll find it really easy. So let's say we have a first step as usual, start. I ask the user enter a number to be printed in reverse. Okay, input number to be printed in reverse as 4, 3, 2 and 1. That's why I'm saying input the number to be reversed. So I'm reading the number. Okay, so I'll show you what we can do here. So let's go step by step. So let's say one variable is number. One variable is going to be remainder because somewhere the remainder has to be captured so that it can be printed. So I'm reading a number. Let's read a different number this time. 1, 2, 6. Okay, I'm reading a number which is 1, 2, 6. Then I'm going to split the number so that it gives me its individual digits or individual numbers. So how do I do it? I do it using the while loop. As I told you, I should keep processing this number as long as the number happens to be greater than 0. So what am I doing for it? I am saying remainder is number mod 10. So if I say 126, okay, let's take 126 here. 126, if I try to divide by 10, it is 126 into 12 is 120 and the remainder happens to be just 6. So now the remainder is 6. Now next step I need to get rid of this 6. So when I take this number and divide it by 10, the quotient is 12. So the number now from 126 ends up becoming 12. Remainder is still 6. Now we do the writing the remainder. So we write 6 on the output screen. Now this loop has to keep continuing because the number is still not less than or equal to 0. It is still greater than 0. So number is 12. Now remainder is 12 mod 10. So if I take 10 here and try to divide, or if I try to divide 12 by 10, 10 ones are 10 and remainder is 2. So I got my 2 into this remainder. Now I need to get rid of this 2. So when I say number is number divided by 10, 12 divided by 10, the quotient is 1. So number has ended up becoming 1. So the new value of number is 1. Now I am writing the remainder. Remainder is 2. So 2 is written. Is 1 greater than 0? Yes, the condition is true. Remainder is 1 mod 10. Now just see what is 1 mod 10. So 10, this divides 1 0 times. So this is 0, the remainder is 1. So what happens here is the quotient is 0. So, but the remainder happens to be 1. Now number is, I'm trying to divide 1 by 10. It's not divisible. The quotient is 0. So number now becomes equal to 0. Remainder was 1. When I write remainder, 1 is written. Number has become 0. Is 0 greater than 0? It is false. I am going to come end of the algorithm, exit and halt my processing. So this is a way, given an input integer, you can split it up or reverse print it from right to left by doing this particular logic. The logic is, as long as the number is greater than 0, first do a mod to get its remainder. After you get its remainder, to get rid of the digit on the right side, do a division. So when you do a division, the quotient, division gives you the quotient, mod gives you the remainder. So since division gives you the quotient, the number gets 12. The next time it becomes 1. The next time it becomes 0 because the quotient has become 0. So the moral of the story here is, remainder gives you, the mod gives you the remainder, all these fellows here, and the division operator gives you this quotient. So you should know when to use remainder and when to use the division and mod operator. So I hope you have really understood how this particular process works.